Hi readers, are you ready to get started with our learning today? Today we will be setting purpose, reading our new engagement text about Sam, and then looking at our new decodable reader.
Materials!
Grab your thinking cap, and here we go. Let's look at our 3 learning targets. I can answer questions about the story Sam's Rock. I can read high-frequency words and words that don't play fair. And finally, I can read the decodable text Sam's Rock.
Transition song!
It's time to hear a story, a story, a story. It's time to hear a story and say what you've learned.
Read aloud.
Get comfortable and settle in and listen as I read aloud our new engagement text, Sam's Rock. You'll hear some of the words that we talked about in our last lesson. When I'm finished reading, I'll ask you some questions about what you've heard. Here we go. One day in the park, Sam's dad found a rock. It was black and white, with one flat side that looked like the face of a clock. Dad said, "Sam, this is a special rock." And he gave it to Sam. When Sam took the rock, it felt heavy and slick, and it was fun to hold. Sam said, "Dad, this is my lucky rock." Sam took the rock home, and every day before school, Sam stuck the rock in his backpack. Today, Sam rushed out the door to catch the bus. He sat at his desk all morning. After lunch, Sam played with his friends at recess. Sam looked in the sack of outside toys and found some work trucks. So he and his friends played construction in the grass. That made them feel a little itchy. They ran up and down the sidewalk without touching the cracks. That made them laugh. Then they took turns seeing how far they could jump. That made them feel hot. It was time to go back inside. Sam put the trucks back in the sack and got in line with the class. When Sam got back to his desk, he felt in his pocket for his lucky rock. "Oh, no," Sam said to his teacher. "My lucky rock is not in my pocket. I have to go find my rock." So his teacher helped him look for his rock. First, they looked in his desk. No rock. Then they went back to the playground and looked in the sack of outside toys. No rock there either. Sam even checked the cracks in the sidewalk where he and his friends ran. Again, no rock. "Where is my rock?" Sam asked. Just then, Sam felt something scratching inside his sock. Ouch! Was it a bug? No, it was his lucky rock. Sam forgot that he had put the rock in his sock that morning because the shorts he was wearing today had no pockets. Sam pulled the rock out and held it up to the sunlight. He smiled at his teacher and said, "This really is my lucky rock."
Question and answer.
Let's answer some questions about what you heard. Why was the rock so special to Sam? It was flat and black and white, and it looked like the face of a clock. How do you think Sam felt when he couldn't find his lucky rock? How do you know? Yes, Sam was very upset. He said to his teacher, "Oh no, I have to find my rock." In the last line of the story, Sam said, "This really is my lucky rock." What happened in the story that would make Sam say this? At first, it seemed like Sam wouldn't find his lucky rock, but then, in the end, luckily he did.
Transition song.
Now it's time to learn high frequency words together. Now it's time to learn about words that readers and writers use a lot.
Word work.
Let's spend some time looking at this week's new high frequency words. Let's tap out the sounds in the first word. W-N. When. When has the digraph WH at the beginning, so it says W. If I use this word in a sentence, I could say, "When I grow up, I want to be a teacher." Let's take a peek at the rest of this week's new high frequency words. After when, we have say, why, who, what, where, and gives. You probably noticed there are a lot of new words with that digraph WH.
Read aloud.
This book is based on the engagement text you heard earlier, Sam's Rock. And this book is filled with words that you can read. It also has our new high frequency words. As we read this story today, I want you to touch your nose each time you notice one of these new words. As a reminder, the words we are looking for are when, say, why, who, what, where, and gives. You'll also notice a lot of words with that digraph CK at the end that says K. Let's get started together. Sam has a rock. The rock gives him luck. What new word did you notice? Gives. The rock is lost. Where is the rock? Who has the rock? Did you notice the two high frequency words on this page? There they are, where and who. I want the rock back, says Sam. That's right. There are no new high frequency words on this page. Sam thinks back. When did I have the rock? He asks. Did you notice the new word? When. Where did Sam look? He looked in the sack. That's right. Where is a new high frequency word this week. He looked in the crack. No new words on that page. He looked in the desk. Where is it? Nice work noticing the word where. Sam thinks and thinks. My sock! The rock is in my sock. You're right. No new words on that page. I have my rock. What luck, says Sam. You've got it. That word what is one of our new high frequency words.
Closing reflection.
Nice work reading our new decodable text. What tools did you use to read Sam's Rock today? You looked closely for our new high frequency words. And you might have been tapping out other words that play fair in that story, especially those words with the digraph CK, k at the end. Go ahead and kiss your brain and be so proud of all of the hard work you did today.